Okay, so for sale today is an Alesis airSynth, as you can see here, along with the reference manual, which details all the directions for using the machine. All right, so what you'll see here is that there is the sensor here, and a program selection knob here, and then the readout for the program selection is here on the right. And so what you can do is you can pick different programs. Now the programs are listed here on the back in full detail, but they're also included in the manual here. And at the back, you'll see there's an explanation of each program and what each axis of the sensor controls. So the sensor is basically, you have a Z-axis, which in this case controls the loudness. You have the X-axis, which controls the pan from left to right. And then Y-axis, I believe, controls the pitch. So that's just an example of one of the many programs. I'll give you an example of a few more. So what you can see here is basically all the action is within the 6 inches of the machine. So this is an example of a looping program that's included. And so I'm touching randomly on the sensor, and what it's doing is creating a loop. And so if you wanted to play another instrument over this, you could easily do that. You can get a lot more complicated. And what you'll notice here is the rhythm's sort of slow. So if you want to adjust the rhythm, you bring the dial down to dash dash, and then from there, you can pick your rhythm. And now if I go back up to that same program, the rhythm down again. Perfect. Okay, so now I'll show you a couple more examples. So you can see there's all kinds of different samples that you can do on here and work with. Now what I'll go down to here is to the final section, which shows rhythm. So you have like bongo beat, calypso, etc. And if we go down to that section, we're gonna get to the area where we can actually basically make loops. So if I go up to the 40s here, let me see if I can find a good one. Here we go. You'll always hear the click for the metronome. Alright, so anyway, so that's basically how the airSynth works. The one thing I'll mention as well is that there's both inputs as you can, or outputs as you can see here, which is going to the speaker unit, but there's also an input, so you can basically run through this if you have any other things that you want to put in the chain, whether it's a guitar or if you want to put it in line with your DJ equipment. Finally, the only modification that's been made to this unit is that rather than having your typical 9-volt outlet, this one's been modified so that it has your typical wall pack power source. So basically just one of these guys instead. So I think, actually one more thing I'll mention too is that you'll see here there is a mount here for if you want to put this on a microphone stand. So it's set up nicely for if you want to use it in a performance setting. And with that, thank you very much, and happy bidding.